Awful and baffling. Does that refer to Dave Cormack as a chairman? Does it refer to Neil Warnock as a manager? Or does it refer to Aberdeen as an entire club? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. And Aberdeen chairman Dave Cormack, he's not happy with how things are going. You really cannot blame him. He's labelled this current Aberdeen crisis as awful and baffling. And that's exactly what it is right now. It is a crisis, it is awful, and it is baffling how Aberdeen, with the squad that they have and the players that they have at their disposal, have been on such a shit run that has now seen them drop to 10th in the table, and all of a sudden they've went from wanting to fight to get top 3, they've went from wanting to fight to get top 6 to now possibly fighting in a relegation battle. So yeah, the whole thing for Aberdeen, the whole thing is knackered, and Dave Cormack is aware of that. Aberdeen now winless in 9 Premier League games. 9 fucking Premier League games, or 10 Premier League games even. It's 10, it's even worse than 9. 10 games. Aberdeen's last win coming on January 2nd in Dingwall. Anybody can win in Dingwall. That is hardly a result to be proud of. Since then, it's been 1-1 in Perth, 2-0 against Hearts, 1-1 against Dundee, 1-1 against Celtic, 2-1 against Rangers, 3-3 against Motherwell, 2-2 against Hibernian, and they've lost their last 3 games, including a 2-0 defeat against Kelly, a 2-0 defeat against St Johnstone, and a 2-1 defeat today against St Mirren, in a crazy game that's seen Aberdeen lead pretty much right to the end, and then in the 96th and 97th minute, St Mirren, with a double punch, 1-2, knocking Aberdeen out and getting the victory in front of 7,000 fans. Well, Dave Cormack has had his say on it, and he addressed the fans after the game. This is what Cormack had to say on his Twitter account. Quote, "Dons fans, Alan Burrows and I totally get your frustration. That was sickening to watch at the end in injury time today. The criticism that we are only on here when things are going well is fair, but that's mainly because we cannot answer questions about our employees like our players and coaches, or discuss detailed concerns which could impact morale. Contrasting our play in Europe, only 10 weeks ago beating Eintracht Frankfurt and reaching the Scottish League Cup final, our league form with the same squad has been awful and baffling. The support and backing, including today, with 1,000 signing from start to finish, has been brilliant. We too kick every ball and go through all the emotions, high and low, watching the team. We know it's hard going right now, but I can assure you we don't do walking away, and we'll get it right." End of quote. So Dave Cormack coming out, saying what the Aberdeen fans want to hear, but not really offering a solution here, not giving any answers, just saying that they will get it right and they're not going to walk away. And the problem is, Aberdeen fans probably want Dave Cormack to walk away. Aberdeen fans would probably be delighted if he fired Neil Warnock and he had to walk back down to England tonight, because the guys came in. He's supposed to save Aberdeen's season. He's supposed to do what Barry Robson couldn't do and get them into the top 6, get them into a European place. And he's completely made a mess of it. The guy's getting worse. The guy's making Aberdeen shiter than they are. And I thought that was going to be hard to do when Barry Robson got sacked. But Jesus Christ, Neil Warnock's came in, and he is 100% making this team worse. And honestly, the way things are going right now, if Ross County weren't so shit, I would 100% bet money on Aberdeen finishing 11th, because they just cannot win games. They don't look like winning games, and they are really, really struggling, and 100% are in a relegation battle. But yeah, Dave Cormack, he's came out, he's had these difficult statements before. I remember when he sacked Jim Goodwin, he was crying after the 6-0 defeat against Hibernian, very emotional. And while Aberdeen maybe haven't been on the end of any shocking results lately, they haven't lost 6-0 to Hibernian, they haven't lost to Darvel, but it's just a continuation of shite week in, week out. Like I said, 10 games in a row without a win. How's that good enough for Aberdeen? How's that good enough for a team that claims to be the 3rd biggest club in Scotland? It's not good enough, and they need to do something. Neil Warnock came in. It's been a disaster of an appointment. I would personally get rid of him right now. The guy is just treating this as a joke. It's not a real job for him. He's here to have a bit of fun. He's here to manage in the big games because he wants to try his hand in Scottish football. He's tried and he's failed, in my opinion, and he needs to go. He needs to leave. This isn't a retirement camp. This isn't somewhere where you just come and have a bit of fun and add a new club to your CV. This is the Scottish Premiership. This is Aberdeen. This is one of the biggest clubs, and he is fucking taking them down. And who knows? Aberdeen have never been relegated. They're the only team outside of Celtic that have not been relegated from the top flight of Scottish football, and you would not rule it out this season. Are they going to finish last? I don't think so. I think Livingston are just too bad. But 11th is a real possibility. The way things are going, if Ross County can improve a little bit, then we could be saying goodbye to Aberdeen, because I don't really see them doing much better. I mean, if they finish 11th, there's no guarantee that they're going to win a playoff against a championship team. There just isn't. So Aberdeen, I think they should probably get rid of Neil Warnock. I know they wanted to wait till the summer, take time, make the right appointment. I think that appointment just needs to be put forward. I think they need to get that person in now. They cannot wait another 2 months. And for me, I'd bring in Neil Lennon. He's done it before in Scotland. He's won trebles with Celtic. He done very well with Hibs, had them playing good attacking football. I'm pretty sure he got Hibs their highest points finish in the new era of the Scottish Premiership. I think he finished, 71 points, playing good, attacking, attractive football. If I was Dave Cormack, if I was Aberdeen, Neil Lennon's not doing anything right now, I'd bring him in. Even if it's just to the end of the season, he can't do worse than Warnock. In fact, he would do a hell of a lot better than Warnock. So, yeah, Warnock's not the answer. He's not going to be there next season. There's no point him being there to the end of the season, because Aberdeen are not going to do anything with him. At least if they get rid of him right now, they're still in the Scottish Cup. They could still, I guess, if they got someone in right now, they could try and make a push for the top 6. But with Warnock, that's just not going to happen. So it's entirely up to Cormack. They've got two options. Either they get rid of Neil Warnock and they bring somebody in that can try and get a boost out of this team, try and push for that top 6, try and lift some silverware, focus on the Scottish Cup, or you keep Neil Warnock to the end of the season when you take time to appoint your manager for the future, but you accept that this season is a complete fucking write-off, and you just pray that you finish 10th, because that looks like as good as Aberdeen can get right now, 10th. And none of those options are great. But for me, I would rush it. I'd get rid of Neil Warnock. I'd bring somebody in, or even the manager, the assistant manager that took the game for Celtic in the draw when Barry Robson first got sacked. Even bring him in, and that feels like a long, long time ago. But yeah, give him another chance. But they've got to do something, guys. 10 games without a win, and the way Aberdeen are playing, you wouldn't be surprised if they get no more wins until the end of the season. So I think Cormack needs to act, and he always gets criticised. Fans don't seem to like the way he's running the club. I think he could at least get the fans off his back for a while if he got rid of Warnock. I think he'd get praised if he made the tough decision. I know Neil Warnock's come up here, he's been buzzing, he's excited about Scottish football, he's 76, this could well be his last job. I know he doesn't want it to end in disaster, but it's better for Aberdeen if this ends in disaster for Warnock rather than end in disaster for Aberdeen as a club. And right now, it could very well do that if they keep him in charge. So for me, get rid of him, get somebody else in. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'll catch you in the next one. Been Fog Football. Thanks for watching, and peace.